special guest. This is part two. Please introduce yourself to my channel.
Yes, let's keep it a band out of Los Angeles.
So today's topic, we're going to speak on Rozie Bugatti versus Tory Lanez. We're going to speak about the 50-50 yards that we've been interviewing and reaction to Young and Jefe and 600. They have also been talking about the 50-50 topic. So let's go straight into it. First, let's speak on Tory Lanez. So you were actually in prison with Tory Lanez. No?
I was in the prison. Nah, I seen him through the county jail and shit, but I never was in prison with him.
Okay, so what was that like?
Oh, he's a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? We used to go to like attorney visits, court. I would see him through passing. He was all right. You know, he was on another tier, but he was all right. He was very down to earth, like into like I put it, in touch with the Lord, you know what I'm saying? And he was cool. He just was a regular person, like, a regular man. You know what I'm saying? He told everybody like, man, treat me like a regular person in oranges. Don't treat me like Tory Lanez because I'm here.
Yeah. So he got attacked in PC. Do you think that still would have happened to him if he was in GP?
Absolutely not. Well, I can't say it wouldn't happen like the way it happened, right? Because for one, if another race would stab a black, then it's automatically gonna go up. It's not gonna be like no negotiation and none of that. Why it happened, none of that. Everything's gonna clash, and then figure out everything after. So, um, that right there, and it's more structure. So that would have created something big, you know. And he probably wouldn't have been able to deal with the other race as much as he was when he was over there. You know what I mean? And plus, the blacks would have had his back. He's a cool dude, so he would have been able to blend in and meet some people. Because he like helping people too. And he real like when I say down there, he like just regular, cool, like chill. You know what I'm saying? So it would be more like that. The culture, our people wouldn't have just like let that shit happen and it'd have been nothing. You know what I mean? And plus, we don't literally like preying on people just because they come. Like he probably would have found a card he would have been hanging with. You know what I'm saying? Whether it been Bloods, Crips, or neighborhoods, gangsters, or something like somebody he would have been cool with. You know what I mean? And they probably would have took him under the wing or something like that. But far as like him just being isolated and it just happened to him like that, and then nothing would have happened. Nah, I couldn't see that with 2020 vision.
Yeah. So let's speak on Rozie Bugatti's situation. How do you feel about Rozie Bugatti going to a 50-50?
Okay, so first and foremost, 10 years, and
Yeah.
he got two L's when he came in. He got one of them taken off. He's a youth offender. For those that don't know what a youth offender is, that's 26 and under. Like the day you turn 26, you're no longer qualified. But and under, if you commit your crime, you're considered a youth offender. So they're supposed to consider the facts, mitigating factors of your case that is um, that is contributed to why you committed the crime to be able to give you a lesser time or like consider that instead of just maxing you out as an adult. So with that, I say like dude didn't roll it up. He didn't tell. He got a name. He's not no like just no peon or nothing like that. He's a joint. You know what I'm saying? He did 10 years. Like for commutation or AB 600. For people who don't know what AB 600 is, you could write your judge, and that's what I had got out under. That's why I got my resentencing under, by the way. But you could write the judge a letter. It's really called an invitation letter. Judge a letter, and I tell them all the good things you've been doing. See, for that, you literally have to be stepping down in like a level three, a level two, because you have to take classes. You have to be able to explain and articulate yourself. Know the your causative factors. You know why you came to jail. Have insight. You know what I'm saying, and be able to show remorse in your letter. Even apologize to your judge for your actions and everything. To take responsibility. And these things, like it's like a board prep thing. And on those yards, they don't really have those type of classes and stuff that teach that kind of stuff to the level of what they teach on lower levels, because you got people that's really invested in change. So they're there, they're teaching it and they're going with it, because you can't get no low psych evaluation on a level four. It's just not happening. You know what I mean? So with that, it gives him the opportunity for all these opportunities at his hand. He has the board, he has AB 600, he got so many years clean right now. So in like some like when Governor Newsom leave the office, he could file for a commutation. You know what I mean? He can show his progress. It's so many different things that support in his favor by him getting out. He can file for resentencing and show through there they're always gonna look at his C file, no matter what. Just because you get down there in front of the judge, the DA is gonna pull your C file under resentencing unless your case gets overturned. So for me, I feel like he made a solid move for his future. It don't mean that he gave the game up. No, he wants to get out. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean that he's some buster or a PC. No, because there's a difference between 50-50 and PC. Okay, so like let me explain a little into Tory Lane's situation. Tory Lane's situation came about because he's from Canada, right? He's a celebrity, a well-known celebrity. He comes in and his managers, his lawyers are advising him to go to protective custody. Why? Because of his name and who he is. And that if he would go to, now you gonna have niggas like groupies all around him, asking him for shit, trying to rap for him, trying to get fucking a deal. He ain't gonna be able to focus on his case. He was in there stressed out. You know what I'm saying? The man was innocent. So he in there. Matter of fact, shout out to Tory Lanez, free Tory Lanez. Shout out to my nigga Rozie Bugatti. But yeah, he innocent. So that shit eats you up a different kind of way when you in jail for something that you innocent of. You know what I'm saying? And I seen it in his face each time I saw him. His face, you could tell. He like, man, this shit, it was killing him. You know what I'm saying? So if your lawyers advise you to do this, he's not a gangbanger from the streets. He don't fall up under none of that. So everybody, he try to talk crazy about him on the internet. Oh, he's in PC. Just that. What do you think a man of that caliber, and they tell him and which way to go? This is their bank. This is their bankroll coming to them. They're on his payroll. They want this man to get out the same way he came in. So they told him to go that way. And yes, me, I think that he would have did better um on a level four and then came down, or he would have went to a regular level like a 50-50 or a level four if that's what they're sending him, and came down to a 50-50, and he would have did better than going straight S&Y. You know what I'm saying? Because just over there, they didn't have his back for nothing, and it just went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So um it's unfortunate that they really dragged him about that. They dragged him all over the internet. Oh, he went PC, this, that, that. This man's from Canada. He don't know about none of that. And he innocent while he in jail. So he not thinking about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he may have a certain got lyrics and shit that but he ain't out there in the streets popping shit and living by that code. So motherfuckers when I throw that jacket on it. You know what I'm saying? But the difference between non-designated and PC is protective custody. Protective custody, you have to you have to do something wrong and get rolled up, or tell the police you want to be protected. That's really what you're doing. You're telling the police, hey, I need your protection. I need to go here. Whereas non-designated is a yard that you want to go to take the steps to go home. You're saying, hey, I don't care over here. I'm finna go program. I got to do what I got to do to get home. So it's a big difference. So that's why it's Tory Lanez versus Rozie, because in this situation, I don't think Tory Lanez is wrong for what he did. He just they directed him in the wrong direction. But what? How does he know? Because he ain't in that life. He don't know. He already was. When they came in, they put him there automatically. They're gonna strap him down because of his status. He has to say, "Hey, I want to sign a crown. Or I don't want to go." He probably didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? They probably didn't tell him that. They probably said, "Hey, we putting you here. This, that, and other. This is where you're going." They probably didn't present that. You know, like, "Hey, you can sign a chrono if you want to go to the main line." You know what I mean? So it's a big difference on why he went. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference of a person that would tell to go over there or get rolled up for a drug debt, then that's different. That's protective because you're telling the police, hey, I can't be here because I need you guys to be to help me with housing, to keep me safe. Whereas, like I said, with Rozie, he's going in the direction to go home. That's the crazy part. Like, I don't get it. Like, soon when he came, like, it was crazy because I know the difficult, the thing, like the difficulty of that transitioning, of trying to get on the path, to get on that grind, to go to class, to do everything, and then worry about what everybody else think. You know what I'm saying? When you worry about what everybody else think, like, damn, because I got this image, I didn't work this long for it. You know, I really with the business and everybody looking at me this kind of way. So me as being with my mentoring skills, I went and talked to the brother, hey bro, hey man, hey, don't trip. Just focus on going home. You know what I'm saying? Get in these classes. Don't worry about that. That's a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Because you do that, it's gonna have you with mixed emotions, and that's not. You already done took the steps to do what you gotta do. You know what you got ahead of you. You know you got resentencing coming. You know you got youth offender coming. And I even told him about AB 600. I'm like, dude, you got that. I said, there's another option. You can file a writ under RJA. You can get that done if you got over sentenced because he has strikes. So it's like, okay, they didn't want to strike the strike. So hey, you can say they over sentenced you because race it's a racial imbalance with the three strikes. You know what I'm saying? With blacks in Los Angeles County, with the enhancements and all that. So if you go, they got different RJAs. You know what I'm saying? It's called the Racial Justice Act, 745A, right? And there's different ones that one is if somebody says verbally says something that's racial, like a racial slur, call you out your name in trial, whether it's a juror, DA, the judge, refer to you as an animal. You got that one. Then you have the other one where it's like implicit bias, where somebody does an act that is implying that the racist. Like if the police pull you over just because you black, that was the reason why you got went to jail. You know, they didn't really have no real reason they pulled you over. Or the DA strikes one of the jurors off of your thing because they black. You know what I mean? And like your lawyer made note of it, like, hey, I need an African American on the jury panel. Like, nah, and he ended up with an all white jury panel or all Mexican jury panel. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the one where it's if the like in his situation, the DA overcharged him with giving him all this extra time when he was a youth offender. This youth offender law was out. You know what I'm saying? So they had options to find out his really his attorney, but also the DA could take into consideration that he was under the age of 26. So at that, the last and final one is the judge. If the judge says that I mean if the judge over sentences you because of your race. Like in Los Angeles County, the racial imbalance is crazy. You know what I'm saying? We blacks win by a landslide. You know what I mean? For with all the other races in all categories when you check the data. So he had actually done that the judge over sentenced him. He could have struck one of those strikes because Rozie was under 26. That's a mitigating factor to why he could have got his strike to struck. So with that, it's like, he has all these opportunities ahead of him. You know what I'm saying? And for everybody to come and just try to like distract him, that's what's wrong with our people right now. Like, dude, like we are attacking our culture when they trying to do the right thing to get the fuck out of jail, but niggas want to see a nigga in jail. That's crazy. Like, how do you even fathom me coming up with something with that? You tell you, hey man, I'm going this way. I gotta go. This is what it's for. If he'd have been like, I'm going just to go hang out, then that's something different. He telling you, look, I did 10 years. I got a strike that it just got a strike taken. I got action to get the other one taken off. I'm a youth offender. I didn't roll it up. I didn't tell. My name is good, but y'all yet want to still call me a PC and slander me. That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? He has to go through the positive programming. It ain't you ain't gonna get that. Nobody, anybody that come get on any of these internets and say, hey, yeah, the 4 yards got the same classes there. Motherfucking lie, because it's not the same. I've been to multiple 4 yards and ain't none of them have what you have when you're going through another level. You get more opportunity. Then number two, they look at that. They look at that. Unless if you have something that says you are your case is getting overturned. Now it's a big difference because now it's a civil rights violation. So now they have to go by the law to resentence you and overturn your case. You know what I'm saying? Either resentence you or let you go. Then you got that coming. But they still are going to look at your C file no matter what. They're gonna look at what you. I watched somebody literally. He had like 100 and something to life. He came down. He was in there. Man, I thought I was gonna go home before him. He like, dude, they offered me a 15-year joint suspension on probation. He like, you gonna take? Like, hell yeah, I ain't getting in no more trouble. Like, man, I'm taking that. I'm taking that right now. Man, I'm not getting in no more trouble. I talked to dude the other day. He got a baby. He married. He got him and his wife had a baby. They moved out of town. They doing good. You know what I'm saying? And he got his job. He got a job. He doing good. And that dude that I'm talking about really with the business. When I ran across him back in the day, that nigga was, he was really on his time. When he came down, man, he was like, man, I don't care about nothing but getting the fuck up out of here. And so with that, you really gotta set your mind focused. This shit don't come easy. Even just being up on the 4 yard dealing with niggas that's not even trying to go home. And there's all this shit that's going on is a well distraction for your path. You have to be focused. It's not easy. And this is something I tell Rozie, like, hey bro, you gotta get in classes, bro. You gotta stay out of trouble. You got to. This is the shit they're gonna look at. You know what I'm saying? If you go to board, first thing they're gonna do is look at they gonna hit you, but all that shit. When you do your psyche value, you got to get that psych is at a moderate or a low. You're at good stage because you're on a level 3. If you're on a level 4, you're not gonna get no motherfucking moderate or no low. They're not gonna give it. It's just not gonna happen. They're gonna tell you, hey, look, and that's 3 more years. If they give you a high, that before you can get another psych evaluation, and that's what they go off of. So he did the right thing, man. Like I really hate that everybody just because it's him, they want to bash him, be on him and shit like that. Like, man, hell no, man, that shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reality is this: dude didn't do nothing wrong. He ain't saying like, nigga, he done with Harlem. He didn't say that. He said, I'm not, but I'm going to do what I gotta do to get back to my family, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can't say that take nothing from him for that. You know what I'm saying? You can't. There's nothing at that point. He did his 10 years. He went to a 180. What more do you want? Anything other than that? You saying you not this man home? You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that is like, me knowing like this is like that he's in the middle. Like, damn, it's a distraction. Calm down, bro. Everything gonna be straight. Do what you gotta do, man. Go to these classes, man. Sign up for this right here. Sign up for this right here. Sign up for this right here. Get in these. You know what I'm saying? Go by, talk to, hey, bro. Hey, look, man. This is what else you got. I got for you. Boom. Hey, this law right here. Check this out. You know what I'm saying? Like showing them things that you like a lot of 4 yard. I don't even know a 4 yard unless it's probably an honor 4 yard. I don't even know if those even exist that even got any of that kind of stuff. You're not gonna have programs like OMCP or like a dog program or things like that you can get into that the governor look at, that the judges look at, take pictures and show, hey, look, man, this is me. You know what I'm saying? Taking pictures with other people that's doing good to show that. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's not changing his life, if he's trying to make the best motherfucking pose possible just to get up out of here, let the man do what he gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not it's not cool. Like that's not cool and it's fucked up for somebody to say, hey, that's my homie, but then get hating on him because he's going home. Then the thing about slandering people and calling them PCs when a motherfucker didn't ask for protective custody. All they asked was, hey, the path to go home, not protective custody. So y'all niggas want to call motherfuckers 50 PCs. Know what it means. Know that hey, officer, I need help. I can't be here. That's protective custody. You know what I'm saying? Hello?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
recently, Young and Hefe did a live about the 50-50 topic. So what are your thoughts on that live?
Well, a lot of stuff that he said, he made some good points. Shout out to Jefe. You know what I'm saying? He made some good points. You know what I'm saying? And like like for people that done the time that's trying to come down, that's what something like the culture needs to adopt in this prison. Like they did 10 years, you did that. I mean, I ain't knocking somebody come from the gate that hey look, I'm finna get on the get beat the bus and go home. But with the experience, if you on that time, you coming in, you sagging and thugging and doing all that, and that's what you want to do, then go up there and go see that that ain't the life, and then decide to come down. Because if you come down, if you come straight to this and try to go home, you just gonna end up going back up because it's not for you yet. So you need to go up there and get tired and then come down. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you have to he have to understand, you know what I'm saying, when speaking on this type of stuff, that to be direct and not slander, like, you know what I'm saying, hey, they PCs, hey, but 50-50, like, you know what I'm saying, that's something I agree with, because it's like with that, you turn motherfucker do good at the same time, but still slap him in the face. You know what I'm saying? But far as everything else, I do agree with, far as his steps. You know what I mean? Um, he really has some good points through there. You know, and I um I watched it and I said, okay, all right, so he understands. John at Hefe probably has folks that have to step down. You know what I'm saying? That have to go through the step down process to get home. And he like, man, you know what? I want to see my people's home. You know what I'm saying? And he's being on the real side. Like you have to embrace change at some point. And so that's why I say shout out to him. You know, I salute because he did give a good criteria. Like, hey, look, you got life. You trying to go. You trying to get resentenced. You did 10 years. You didn't been up there. You didn't did that. Like, yeah, let a motherfucker come down. Motherfucker ain't gotta wait no 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Even if they went up there 5, and but that's if you on that time. But if you know what you want to do after you get sentenced, like, man, I'm finna try to get up out of here, stay clean, do it. Man, go the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the best message I can give anybody. You know what I'm saying? Versus saying, hey, go up there, go get caught up there in some bullshit, cause it's going you going well, it ain't even really like that. How motherfuckers be trying to like play it like not when I came in. You know what I'm saying? This shit is so down all the way around. But you still might get in some trouble, and that trouble is gonna prevent you maybe 5 years of when you could have started 5 years ahead. See, if you go and get up and getting a gang of squabbles back to back to back to back, and then you have to wait for that clean time period. So if you go and you get in a fight 1 year, and then you get another fight another year, and you keep on getting into stuff, then that's only gonna prolong that 5 year goal that you're trying to reach. To at least, hey, show these people, hey, I've been clean of violence for 5 years. I know I'm in here for violence. I'm showing a pattern that I've changed. I've taken these classes. I know my insight. I know I take full responsibility. I'm remorseful for my actions, and I'm culpable, and I'm ready to go home. That board ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy when you got a background. You know what I mean? They 9 times 10 they're gonna deny you the first time anyways. Tell you, right, tell you come back in 3 years, and that's 18 months. 18 months, by the time you do everything they said, that 18 months gonna fly by, they gonna let you out. You know what I'm saying? But here's another thing for the twist. Like these governors, these laws, this shit changed. Niggas out there fucking up. So nigga can't take that shit for granted. Niggas out there doing smash and grab. They try to come up with new laws and all kind of shit, right? To keep fuckers in here longer. Now that all kind of other laws was in our favor, now it looks like there's gonna be a window of time that you could probably even get out to slip through the cracks. Then you fuck around the fuck arounds and wait too long, and after that you missed the window of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You didn't miss the window of opportunity to get home because you've been getting into it. Now the laws didn't change, the governor didn't change, the DA didn't change. So now, like for me, got Newsom was leaving right when I got sentenced. Man, I took my time right then and there because I knew if I continued it, that I was gonna end up coming in with the new day. I was not finna do that. I'm not leaving out here with more than I came with. Fuck that. I mean, I ain't leaving out here with the same sentence. I'm getting up out of here. So the thing is, like with something like that, you gotta be mindful. If you really want to get out, don't sit around think that opportunity could just be around because motherfuckers out there fucking up left and right. Niggas out there shooting and all kind of shit. All that do is make when the legislation come around for the next year, they want to come out with some new laws that combat that because they you got a new DA, you got motherfuckers meeting in the Congress and everything trying to see how can we get these numbers down or how can we stop certain type of crimes and those crimes those laws are going to prevent you from being able to get out. You know what I mean? They could revamp another law that they took away. Look how they deal with Prop 36 and 37. They playing with that because of the what you call it. So don't ever think that the shit around forever that you can just fuck up and just it's gonna be good. You better get it while the getting is good. The shit not a joke. Like man, I shout out to Rozie. He doing the right thing, man. Hey, as a young man, that he had enough courage to take the step. You know what I mean? To do what he had to do. Now it's a process. He has to put in that work and stay on point. That's it. Like after that, the brother gonna be home soon. Who wanted to defer him away from that? Me personally, like that. I was like, man, hey, dude, you doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't be distracted.
Yeah, also 600, shout out to 600. He did a live about the 50-50 conversation also. What are your thoughts on his live?
All right, so he did make some good points as well.
Mhm.
I agree. He said if he came to jail, that he wouldn't go. If he had to go to a fire camp, he not finna go to no fucking 4 yard, get in trouble to go. Cause literally, if you at a fire camp level, you gonna have to keep getting in fights, getting in fights, and getting in fights until your points get up to level 4 points. So that you don't know how many. If you at fucking 10 points, you got to get past 60. So that's probably like 6, 7, 8 fights you got to get into. You know what I'm saying? Till you get past that point. So the point is, he said that, and when he said that, I was like, okay, this brother got some sense. You know what I mean? But the big but, he's still pointing out, hey, the PC's this, PC's that. Like, hey, bro, literally, you saying you would go if you had that shit. So he can't debunk the 50-50s that's going, that's doing what they doing. They not PCs. Stop saying that shit. That's not what it is. You know what I mean? And he really he made that point and it was clear. You know what I mean? Like, hey, look, I was like, okay, that's something I could respect. He came and he said it like, hey, look, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. I'm going this way. So stand on that. Like, hey, okay, so if you'll do that then, so what's wrong with dudes that's doing it right? You know what I'm saying? To get off, they got life that did 20 years, you know what I'm saying? That did that been here since the fucking we was in high school and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta just respect it and embrace change because the prison system has fully changed. It's not if you've been to the pen, it's not what you remember. I'm telling you this right now. These niggas don't got no damn shoes. If they go right to ass seg. They got their tablet back there. They can even earn time off by doing classes on the tablet. It's crazy. Like, man, we never had that opportunity. So in my last live with you, I was putting that out there like it's changed drastically. There ain't no back they took the packages and all that shit and everything back in the days, you know what I'm saying? And I was here for that. I was here for that when they had tobacco and packages and shit, you know what I mean? and you had your folks go fill up a 30-pound box. You get your 501s, your chain, your Jordans, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You hit the yard. You know what I mean? And it was real prison then because there was no cell phones and niggas was doing mail outs, so niggas wasn't pacified. You know what I'm saying? We had lockdowns. This shit was dangerous. Motherfuckers was tripping. It wasn't what this shit is. Motherfucker get 30 days on a lockdown. Like if this ain't Disneyland, I don't know what to call it. You know what I mean? And that's the point. So that's why I say motherfuckers never got to really experience that hardcore time. You know what I mean? And like when it was really like on that time, like first unlock you out there. You know what I mean? And so if you have it, I get it. Y'all with the it's still a little rough. I mean, shit does happen because it's prison, but it's not what it was. So y'all need to be thankful and take advantage of this opportunity. Get the fuck up out of here. You know what I mean? Get home to y'all family. So with that, I just say, with 600 when he said that, that was a good topic. You know what I'm saying? He brought that. He said that, but I was just like, damn, kind of slapped it in the face. And he's like, yeah, see this. Like, you can't just say you're going to go 50-50 and come to jail, bro. And then turn around, call these people. It's like, if you was to come to jail, let's say, God forbid you don't, but that's where you going. You going 50-50. You know what I'm saying? If you only had a little bit of time. So don't shun. My message to you, bro, is not saying that you you did anything fucked up. What I'm saying is the label. The label on people that's trying to do something good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can do it all that. Kill that noise, man. Y'all, that's not cool. Because then you got brothers that's not mentally strong, and that's like, damn, and they in a cult with everybody else thinking they need someone to help them. They need some guidance. So if they hear from others and brothers like, man, hey, nah, hey, man, go to 50-50. Call it what it is, 50-50, not nigga. You let the motherfuckers that's ignorant. I know he got some sense because I hear him talk. You know what I'm saying? He got some sense. So it's like, call it what it is. You know, to the other eyes, it may be because people that ain't willing to change or want to go, they're gonna say that. But hey, that's their problem. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we hear. We here to embrace this change and make a smooth transition where our people are comfortable with getting out, doing the right thing. I mean, if they have to hit a 50-50 and come up with a politic, hey, you can't be in the cell with a nigga on bunk. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Go there, handle your business. Do what you gotta do. If they just so happen, because this is jail, something happened and end back up on forward, you ain't gonna get beat up for that because you went for the right reasons. You didn't roll it up. You didn't snitch. You didn't do no bullshit. So that's a bigger difference. That's how motherfuckers need to be able to understand and embrace that because yeah, shit can still happen. You know what I'm saying? You might get a motherfucker you walk out that don't want to be here, get off the bus, try to arrest you or something, you gotta get cracking. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like it's just like nothing, still some shit happens. So just saying, don't want shit like that happen. But if it did happen and the motherfucker end up in a pickle, that they're able to be able to go resurface without having to worry about, all right, the homie's gonna jump on me, they're gonna X me out, try to send me to an S and Y yard now. Cause that's not what motherfuckers trying to land. You know what I mean? It's just embrace the change, man. Like y'all got a voice. Y'all got these platforms. You know what I'm saying? Be able to talk to the people. Like, hey, like and Hefe said it. You said it clear. 600. When you said it, you said, hey, man, if I go, that was a good example. I was like, okay, if I went, and that's him being his own man. That's the thing about this. You gotta be your own man. You come in on your own number. Just like you was born with your own birth certificate and own social security, you come in this motherfucker with your own number. So at some point you gotta make a grown man decision. So that's why I say I salute with the message that they was trying to give in that, you know what I'm saying? But then there was points where it's like, okay, now that's the straddling and the fence part. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you can't do that. That's not it's these guys need help. Some of them need help to make up their mind. Like, hey, bro, you want to come home? Somebody niggas ain't mentally strong sometimes. You know what I mean? So it take a positive influence to come tell them, hey, bro, hey, go ahead and go home. Fuck what the next talking about. Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Shout out to Eddie Boy. Eddie Boy did a video. saying exactly what I'm saying right now. Eddie Boy did said exactly what I'm saying. He like, hey man, if a motherfucker telling you what you can't do to go home, that's not your friend. You shouldn't even want to be a part of that. How is them your friends? I know all my friends want me to come home. Why are you in jail? Y'all don't want me to come home. Y'all gotta embrace it. They're shutting down all the yards. So just a matter of time. And what niggas gonna do? Fight everybody, keep on and doing bullshit, doing bunk to our own people instead of figuring out a system that works. Like, hey, you can't if you know everybody know who's who. So it's like nigga, you can't fuck with that nigga. You can't don't hey man, don't say nothing. We good, stay over there if that's the time. Or the ones that's gonna be there gonna end up in two prisons I believe that they say they're gonna keep open is Pelican Bay and High Desert. So that's where you'll be. You just do your time up there while everybody else climb down the ladder to get the fuck up out of here. Then it's gonna be 10, 20 years later. Motherfucker go back, damn man, I should have did it. You gonna talking to them on the phone while they out on the streets. Hey man, hey, can you send me this? Can you do like nigga? You had the same opportunity as me. You just chose not to take it. Like, come on, man. But I still do it out the kindness of my heart. But nigga, get your act right. You know what I mean? That would be what I tell a nigga. Like, nigga, you had the same opportunity as me. So reality is, they have some good messages. And you know, shout out one more again to my boy Rozie, man. Free Rozie. Free Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? Both of them good people. You know what I'm saying? This situation don't define who them people are. Them people cool. They good dudes. You know them personally, they good. Rozzy with the business. If you met Tory Lane, you know he a cool nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to close it with that.
Thank you so much for your perspective. Any last words before we go?
Yeah, well, just I just say, man, we need more people giving flowers to our culture, period, online versus trying to tear each other down. This shit is a mess. It's a mess. Get on there and make your money. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But damn, motherfuckers need to give flowers sometimes. Like, what happened to that? Like, give a motherfucker their props. I get it. Controversy brings numbers. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's a room for somewhere in there for a segment, motherfucker give a shout out, talk about the good somebody doing or what positive things that are of an outcome that could happen from this situation. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I just say we gotta do better as people. That's one thing about other races. They together and like they like support whatever it is they own it. You know what I'm saying? But us, we mixed up. Like for back in the days, uh, EOP always been 50-50, but it was okay for blacks to go right until they slapped non-designated on it. Then non-designated on it, it changed it to y'all can't go there no more. Wait, huh? It was been like this. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? So that's pertaining to like Baby Moose situation. You know what I'm saying? Baby Moose. I seen the interview on that. That's fucked up. That's sad. That's sad. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do nothing. He should be able to go back, man. Stop tripping on Moose.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Moose. I mean, Baby Moose.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening. We will be back with part 3 soon. Comment, like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.